Conduct competency assessment. Establish the context and purpose of the assessment. The assessor should familiarize themselves with the qualification or units of competency to be assessed. Additionally, they must ensure the assessment site meets relevant occupational health and safety requirements. To facilitate a smooth assessment process, the assessor should confirm the availability of necessary resources, including functional computers with Adobe Animate app installed, as well as tools, materials, and equipment as outlined in the checklist provided in the assessor's guide.
So I have received the assessment package. As you can see, this is completely sealed. So the assessment package consists of the following documents. Number 1 is the attendance sheet, the assessor's guide, candidate guide, written test, written report, answer sheet, rating sheet, and competency assessment results summary. Okay, so before we start, kindly stand for our prayer. In the name of the Father, of the Son, of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, you now take your seats. So, good morning, candidate.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, so I am Laika Jane E. Kimno, an accredited competency assessor for animation in TIG 2. To prove my accreditation, I have here my ID, which bears my identity and proof that I am a competent assessor for this qualification. I also would like to acknowledge the presence of our cluster representative, Ms. Little Ann Paret, our AC manager, Ms. Bea Godenes, and our processing officer, Ms. Marisa Jane Paitan. My dear candidates, you don't have to worry about their presence because they are not the one who will assess you. It is my duty as your assessor to grade you based on your level of competency. So, they are just here to oversee the conduct of the assessment and to ensure that the conduct of the competency assessment is in line with the competency assessment methodologies and procedures. In this time, I would like to check your attendance first. As I call your name, please come forward and bring with you your admission slip and your ID for verification. And then you can just affix your signature on the opposite side of your name here once I have verified that it is you. Okay, Miss Jane May Hamero. Miss Ira Lamospe. Miss John Maria Lianto. Mr. Mark Santo. Thank you. Miss Julian Morales. Thank you, everyone. So, I have here with me your accomplished admission slip and self-assessment guide. This is an indication that you know and can perform all the units of competency enumerated in Animation NC2 qualification. And before anything else, I would like to welcome you all to our assessment center, the Southern Leyte State University main campus, located here in Barangay San Roque, Sugod, Southern Leyte. So of course, the purpose of this assessment is to assess or determine the level of your competency. So, maybe you are capable of doing some tasks, but only the basics or you don't know. So I cannot count you as a competent if you are not able to do specific tasks based on a prescribed level. Okay, so today I am going to administer the animation in C2. So this is a full qualification and consists of basic, common, and core competencies. So for the core competencies, we have 5 units of competency. Number 1, applying traditional drawing techniques for animation. Number 2, produce traditional clean up cave drawings. Number 3, produce traditional in-between drawings. Number 4, produce digital clean up cave drawings. And number 5, produce digital in-between drawings. So the task that you're going to perform are the following. So number 1, you have to demonstrate the different drawing techniques for traditional animation. Number 2, you have to demonstrate how to create and produce both traditional and digital clean-up cave drawings. Number 3, you also have to demonstrate how to create and produce both digital and traditional in-between drawings. And number 4, you have to demonstrate how to edit or revise your animation output. And lastly, you will have to demonstrate how to export and save your animation output built in a specific format and of course in the right folder. So the evidence will be collected using these methods. So number 1, I am going to use demonstration, oral questioning, and written test. So these methods will help me determine your level of competence and of course your underpinning knowledge and skills. So for your personal needs, the canteen is located in the student center first floor. And for the comfort rooms, you can use the comfort rooms in the FCSIT building, both first floor and second floor. And we also have comfort rooms in the canteen area. So you can just eat your meals there and go to the comfort rooms if needed. In case you have difficulty in understanding the instruction, do not hesitate to ask me because I can translate it in your own dialect so you can fully understand it. So if you have difficulty in the written test, don't worry, you can also approach me because we can accept verbal answers, okay? So don't you worry about that. So for the do's and don'ts of this assessment, number 1, you are not allowed to go outside the premises once the assessment has started. Is that clear to all of you? Yes. You are only allowed to exit the premises if you have valid reason and of course an approval from your assessor. Number 2, please refrain from asking questions once the assessment has started. Okay, because I have given you an ample time to raise your questions. And during the assessment, it is already not allowed. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you have physical or any form of physical difficulties, you can approach me so that I can or we can address it immediately. Okay? Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have complaints regarding the result of your assessment, you have the right to appeal. Your appeal should be written in a paper which is signed by you and your assessor, and you can send it or give it to the DESDA provincial office, okay? For the issuance of your national certificate, you will be notified in your active Gmail account. But you are only be notified if you are found to be competent in the assessment. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
You are just going to print it and pass the same to the provincial office for sealing and authentication purposes. If you are not found to be not yet competent, do not worry because you can be reassessed anytime at your own convenience. So if you fail the whole qualification, you will undergo the whole assessment process again. But if you pass some of the unit of competency, you can just be reassessed on the units of competency that you are found to not yet be competent. Okay. So if you have failed 2 consecutive assessment, you will going to have a refresher course. Okay. During the assessment process, please make sure that you follow the occupational health and safety procedures such as number 1, proper handling of tools, materials, and equipments. Number 2, you have to identify, evaluate, and control hazards and risks. And number 3, you have to maintain OSH procedures. Okay, so in case of emergency, the first aid gate is located at the back of the door in the entrance of this assessment center. And if ever you need further assistance, do not hesitate to approach me so that we can address it immediately. So we observe confidentiality of the results of the assessment. It will only be handed to the concerned personnel or to the candidate itself and to the institution where he or she had undergone the assessment. The assessment package will be placed in a sealed environment and you are not allowed to share any clues or information to anyone. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you have no further questions or clarifications, I will now distribute the following instructions. So here is the instruction. So now that you have fully read the instruction, if you have no clarifications, I will now distribute your numbers. So if you are candidate number 1, you are B, the first one to be assessed. Okay? So Miss Demi Hamero, you are candidate number 1. Miss Ira Lamoste, you are candidate number 2. Miss Jan Mariel, you are candidate number 3. Miss Jeneline Morales, you are candidate number 4. And Mr. Mark Sanem, you are candidate number 5. Okay, so candidate number 1, please come with me because you will be the one to be assessed first. And for the rest of you, kindly remain here or in the waiting area and wait for further instructions. Okay? Please come with me. Candidate number 1, this way please. Candidate number 1, this is the assessment area where you are going to perform the different tasks. So we have here tools, materials, and equipment that you are going to use for performing the task based on the units of competency. Do it in a step-by-step manner as reflected in the performance criteria. Also, I would like to remind you that while you are performing the task, I will be here observing and grading you based on your performance. After the demonstration, we will have an oral questioning and written test to follow. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Please read the instructions I have given to you earlier. If you have further questions, please ask me now because once the assessment has started, you are no longer allowed to ask questions to me again. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Do you understand all the instructions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In that regard, you will now proceed in performing the task.
During the demonstration, the assessor will evaluate the candidate's performance based on specific tasks. The assessor ensures that all required tasks are completed by the candidate. Following the demonstration, the assessor will conduct an oral questioning session to assess the candidate's knowledge. The candidate's responses will be graded according to the performance criteria. This process will be repeated for all candidates. The assessor will rate each candidate's performance in both the demonstration and oral questioning, recording their grades on the rating sheets. After completing the demonstration and oral questioning, a written test will be administered. The assessor will proctor the test to ensure its integrity.
Good morning, candidate number 1.
Good morning, ma'am.
Congratulations on finally completing the assessment for animation and teaching. So how do you feel about the assessment?
I feel good, ma'am. And I am sure that I performed well in the assessment, but I'm intense to know the result.
Okay, so my observation coincides with your opinion. You are indeed competent in performing the different tasks for animation and C2. However, I did notice that you did not follow some of the steps in performing the traditional animation techniques. But all in all, you did perform well and were able to answer the questions in oral questionings correctly, and your result in the written examination is also good. In this manner, I am happy to find out that you are indeed competent. Congratulations, candidate number 1. Okay, so please sign the competency assessment results summary. So, for the issuance of national certificate, the AC manager will inform you where to claim your certificate after 5 working days. And please do wait for the email because you will receive an email from your active Gmail account. Congratulations on this. Good afternoon, candidate number 2. So congratulations on completing your assessment for animation and C2. So how do you feel about the assessment?
I'm feeling great, but some of the given tasks, I'm not really confident if I really did it correctly.
So I have here my feedback for you about your performance earlier. So my observation coincides with your opinion. So you are able to prepare the materials and tools for animation going efficiently. I appreciate your effort and creativity. However, there are several key areas where improvements is necessary for you to meet the standards in this qualification. Some of your animations appeared stiff and lacked fluid transition, so might as well consider honing your skills in applying the different animation techniques and principles. So I also noticed that you had difficulty creating in-appeal drawings and sketches, and aside from that, I have also noticed that you were not able to perform all of the animation techniques for traditional animation. But your oral questioning answers are quite good and you have already passed the written test. Well, based on the result of my observation, I have found out that you are not yet competent. However, don't worry because you can still be reassessed anytime at your own convenience. If you have doubts in the results of your assessment, you have the right to appeal. You can just write your appeal in the paper with your sign and, of course, the sign of your assessor. Or you can submit your written appeal to the Chester Provincial Office. Is that clear? Okay. Please sign the competency assessment summary. Thank you so much and good luck for your reassessment.
Record and report the result. The assessor shall record the assessment outcome, accomplish the competency assessment results summary, submit to the assessment center manager the assessment reports. The assessment center manager will give the documents to the processing officer to accomplish the registry of workers assessed and certified. After accomplishing the registry of workers assessed and certified, the processing officer will ask the assessor and assessment center manager to sign before passing it in together with the other documents to test the representative. The tester representative will then deliver the documents to the designated tester office.